What if Little Red Riding Hood was never meant to be a cute bedtime story, but a warning about the people we trust, the parts of ourselves we ignore, and the moment that we finally wake up? Today, I want to show you the version of this fairy tale nobody explained to us as kids, because hidden inside the wolf, the forest, and even Red's little hood, there are powerful lessons about boundaries, intuition, and self-betrayal. Stay with me, because once you hear the story through mature eyes, you'll never look at your relationships or your innocence the same way again. Hi lovelies, and welcome back. In today's video we're going to be dissecting a powerful fairy tale, Little Red Riding Hood, all that it symbolizes and represents, and the powerful meaning behind female initiation, what the red hood means, the transformation of childhood innocence into adult maturity, and maybe a possible link from that red hood as a symbol of leaving your younger self to become a mature woman, facing all the dangers, all the possibilities for growth, expansion, and possible doom that come with being an adult, all the complexities that lie within this beautiful and profound journey. Okay, so I couldn't make the storytell video without telling you guys the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a girl everybody called Little Red Riding Hood because she wore a bright red cloak with a hood over her head. One day, her mother gave her a basket filled with food and said, "Take this to your grandmother, who is sick, and whatever you do, stay on the path. Don't talk to any strangers." So Red Riding Hood walked into the forest, holding her basket, feeling excited and a little brave. The path was safe and clear, but the forest around her was wild, mysterious, and a little bit dark. Soon, a wolf appeared. He seemed charming and curious, and he asked her, "Where are you going?" Even though her mother had warned her, Little Red Riding Hood answered. She told him about her grandmother, where she lived, and what she was carrying in her basket. The wolf listened carefully, pretending to be kind, but secretly planning something dangerous. He suggested she leave the path to pick some flowers for her grandmother. Distracted and innocent, she agreed, and wandered deeper into the forest, while the wolf ran ahead to her grandmother's house. The wolf reached the house first, tricked the grandmother, and swallowed her whole. Then he put on her clothes, climbed into her bed, and waited. When Little Red Riding Hood finally arrived, she noticed something felt off. She stepped closer to the bed and said, "Grandmother, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with," the wolf replied. "Grandmother, what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with." "Grandmother, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with." In that moment, the wolf jumped out of bed and swallowed Little Red Riding Hood as well. Later, a hunter passing by heard strange noises coming from the house. He went inside, saw the wolf sleeping with a huge belly, and realized what had happened. The hunter opened the wolf's stomach, and out came Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother, shaken but alive. They filled the wolf's body with heavy stones, and when he tried to run away, he fell and died. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood promised herself she would listen to the warnings, trust her instincts, and never again share her path so easily with a stranger. And now, looking at this story as adults, there is so much more hidden in every choice she makes, in every detail of the story, every warning she ignores, and every mask the wolf wears. Let's get into it. We all know the story of Little Red Riding Hood. The girl, the granny, the basket, the wolf. But this isn't just a simple cautionary tale. Psychologically and symbolically, it's one of the most profound stories of feminine initiation, warning a young woman about the dangers lurking in the transition from childhood innocence to adult maturity. In the world of fairy tales, the forest is never just a collection of trees. It's the unconscious mind, the wild, untamed places where danger and desire resides. The Red Hood. The Little Red Riding Hood herself is pure innocence. The red color is crucial. It symbolizes the beginning of menstruation and the awakening of sexuality. The moment she puts on the red hood, she is marked as entering a new, vulnerable phase of her life. The mother's command. Her mother tells her, stay on the path. Psychologically, this is the voice of society and parental guidance, the safety of convention. The moment she disobeys and chases the beautiful wild flowers, she is lured by her own curiosity and the instinct into the unconscious. The grandmother's house. The destination represents the safe haven or the old self. The journey to it is the test. The wolf is the story's central psychological figure, representing two main things, especially in the context of the heroine, the shadow. In Jungian psychology, the wolf embodies the untamed, animalistic, and dangerous aspects of the unconscious, the hidden desires, aggression, and potential for harm. The male predator, more directly, the wolf, symbolizes the predatory male figure, often charming and deceptive. He doesn't attack immediately. He engages her, flatters her, and skillfully extracts information to gain access to her safe space. This is the tale's great warning. Beware of charismatic strangers who seek to disarm you. What big eyes you have! The famous dialogue is symbolic. Red Hood is trying to see and understand the danger, to protect herself, and to resist becoming consumed, but she is too late. The wolf has already taken over the mother figure and is ready to consume the innocent child. The end of the story varies, but the most psychological satisfying versions involve being consumed and then freed by the huntsman. Consumption, and the hero's tale would be the ordeal. Being swallowed by the wolf is the ultimate psychological ordeal, a symbol of death and descent into the unconscious. It represents being overwhelmed by the danger, but not necessarily destroyed. The huntsman represents the savior or the ego. The huntsman represents the emergence of the mature ego or the guiding masculine figure who can confront and conquer the instinctual danger. He cuts the wolf open, leading to a rebirth. Red Hood steps out, wiser, no longer little, and having learned a vital lesson about discerning danger from charm. The lesson. The new Red Hood is one who has faced the shadow, understood the dangers of the woods, and can now navigate the world with mature awareness, forever changed by her encounter. Little Red Riding Hood is a powerful map for navigating the perilous transition into maturity. It tells us that curiosity is natural, but discernment is vital. What parts of the wolf do you see in the world around you? Let me know in the comments below. I love you. I'll see you very soon. Stay safe and fabulous always. Bye.